Thanks. Just to, I suppose, elaborate on that. Just when you were talking there, I mean, I would wholeheartedly agree with the Teaching Council's view of it that teachers are fully qualified, particularly in the area of special education. I mean, I've kind of personally seen people come straight out of college and into a special education class with sometimes no experience, and it happens in mainstream as well, and it's something that I've been calling for a long time, that everybody should have, there should be modules, strict modules on working on special education that should be brought then further into special education classes and schools. It's nothing to do with Montessori. I'm not talking about Montessori at all.
They have modules, and that's what's
yeah, exactly. And but that's what I'm just saying, that when we have the qualifications, that somebody coming out with a BA, in my humble opinion, should have that further to teach children with special needs, should have that additional qualification and expertise in special needs education, because that's a whole different ballgame altogether.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose, one question around this is, should there be different qualifications if you're teaching in a special school as opposed to a mainstream primary school? And I suppose the question of having different rules is a question I think that the Teaching Council was concerned about, that we should in some way, say that there's a different standard in terms of qualification. But I mean, the issue of Montessori is something that I would certainly like to engage again with the Teaching Council on, because I suppose I have a personal, obviously, experience in this, as you do yourself, Senator. And I mean, I think in the whole area of early childhood education, Montessori is considered to be a highly valued qualification. But I suppose the question really is, and it's one that there are differing opinions on, is whether in terms of the primary school and the post-primary school that are, if you like, under the Department of Education and Skills, whether you should have different qualifications for special schools as opposed to mainstream schools. And that's something that the Teaching Council has taken a view that, in fact, they don't want to say, well, certain things are acceptable in one type of school and not in another. But it is an issue that I think needs further consideration.
Them all in Montessori.
But that's the current situation, and
sorry.
But it is a regulation issue rather than central to the bill itself.